Naturally Candace Marie, all things beauty, faith, lifestyle, with faith being the foundation, which is God. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and also share this video. Also check out my blog at naturallycandacemarie.blogspot.com, and you can follow me on Instagram at naturallycandacemarie. Today or tonight, wherever you are, I wanted to share with you all my personal Bible study time, and I do have my notes, so I will be looking down, y'all. So the title of this message is God Will Still Prosper You in Adversity. And the backstory is the story of Joseph in the Bible. And if any of you know the story of Joseph, he went through it. He was thrown in a pit by his brothers, sold into slavery. Then after he was sold into slavery, he was accused of rape. Then he got thrown in prison. But the scriptures that we're going to focus in on is Genesis 39 verses 19 through 23. So Genesis 39 verses 19 through 23. And I will read when Joseph's on his way to prison, when Potiphar's wife had accused him of rape, and it was just in the heat of the moment. And Genesis 39, 19 through 23 says, as soon as his master heard the words that his wife spoke to him, this is Potiphar listening to his wife, this is the way your servant treated me. His anger was kindled, and Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison, the place where the king's prisoners were confined, and he was there in prison. But the Lord was with Joseph and showed him steadfast love and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison put Joseph in charge of all of the prisoners who were in the prison. Whatever was done there, he was the one who did it. The keeper of the prison paid no attention to anything that was in Joseph's charge, because the Lord was with him. And whatever he did, Joseph, the Lord made it succeed. Y'all, so here go my notes, y'all. Here go my notes. In this set of scriptures that I just read, Joseph was wrongly accused of rape and thrown into prison. Verse 21 says, but the Lord was with Joseph and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison, and God showed Joseph steadfast love. So even when this man was in prison, he still was being shown favor. Even when he was in bondage, he still was being shown favor. Many people in this situation could think God is punishing them, but this is far from the truth. Even when bad things happen to us, God will still show us his favor upon us, and he still loves us. What we think is bad or something that has devastating that has happened to us, God still showing his favor on us. He'll still show us his favor, even though sometimes we can't see it. Now let's go to verse 22. That says, the keeper of the prison put Joseph in charge of all the prisoners who were in the prison. Now ain't that something? You in jail, but yet you still in charge. That's a word, y'all. That's a word. You in jail, you in prison, but you still have authority. Think about it. We may be in a desolate situation, y'all. We may be in just a bad situation, but we still have authority. God still loves us, and we still have authority. Joseph was in prison, but he was given authority. Think about it, y'all. Rest of the notes. Whatever was done there, he was the one who did it. The keeper of the prison paid no attention to anything that was in Joseph's charge, because the Lord was with him. So the keeper of the prison, that's like the warden that oversees the prison, he paid Joseph no attention, because God's hand was on him. So the keeper of the prison, like, he got it. I ain't worried about it. He trusted Joseph, even though Joseph was a prisoner, just like the other prisoners. The keeper of the prison trusted Joseph enough to be in charge. And the rest of it says, and whatever he did, the Lord made it succeed. Keep in mind, he in prison, but whatever Joseph did, whatever his hands touched, the Lord made it succeed. The Lord made it prosper. That's another word, y'all. You may think you're in prison, you may think you're in bondage, whether it be on a job, a living situation. When God's hand is on you, he'll make whatever your hand touch succeed. The rest of my notes. If you keep your heart right, because see, Joseph could have been bitter, he could have been mad about, first his brother sold him into slavery, he was thrown into a pit, then he worked with Potiphar, he was a slave under Potiphar, then Potiphar's wife accused him, then he was thrown in prison. Joseph could have been bitter from day one. But if you keep your heart right and stay before God in prayer, God will still prosper everything your hand touches. Y'all, it's only a stepping stone to greatness. Don't forget, y'all, if you read the whole story of Joseph, he did not stay in prison. He ended up second in command over all of Egypt. You know how big Egypt is? Google it. He ended up second in command. That's next to Pharaoh. So God elevated him and nobody could stop it. All that to say, y'all, God will still prosper you in adversity. No matter what it looks like, if it looks like it's just bleak, nothing is ever gonna get better. It looks like your finances is messed up on the job. God is with you, but I bet you, Joseph kept his heart and his attitude right, because he had plenty of times and plenty of opportunities to be bitter and just mad at God, resentful against God. But I guarantee you, Joseph kept his heart right. He had to forgive what his brothers did to him. He had to forgive what Potiphar's wife did to him by lying on him. He had to forgive all that, and he still prospered even while in jail. He still prospered. God never stopped loving him. God touched everything that his hand touched. He was trusted even in prison. He was given authority in prison. That's a word, y'all. So that's my encouraging word, y'all. God will still prosper you in adversity. Do not give up. Do not look around at your circumstances. Know that the God you serve still loves you, and he will still prosper everything that your hand touches. Please go back and read for yourself in Genesis 39, the whole story of Joseph, and just see what you get out of it. But that is what I got out of those verses, what the Holy Spirit revealed to me. And until next time, y'all, peace.